Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing today? This is your girl Janine trying to come back on the scene with Symphony Reads at www.symphonyreads.com. And today I just want to talk about something that a real conversation that I had with a friend of mine. And that real conversation dealt with how do we get others to understand where we are if we're not willing to admit that we're not okay. And the conversation kind of went down where we were, exchanging views. And he says, with his girlfriend and his family, he tells them it's not them and he's okay. And I said, you tell them you're okay. The problem is, at that point, when you're getting like that, you're not okay. And if you can't admit that you're not okay, that puts them in a disarray. That puts them in a place where they don't believe you. They're not comfortable because they are like, okay, we see that there's something wrong with you. We don't know how to address it because all you say is, I'm okay. And I said, for you, before we can get anybody to understand what we're going through and how to help and assist us, because we have to tell them the assistance that we need at times, and before they can be helpful to us, we got to be helpful to ourselves. And that's admitting that at that point, when things are just, you're in that pain, you're in that depression, you're in that mode that, things are just going through your mind, you are not okay. If you can't admit that to yourself, you can't help nobody help you, and nobody can help you. Now you have people thinking that you're okay and you're not okay. And that's real talk. And I told him, I said, you're not okay. And you have to be okay with being in that state of mind to say, I'm not okay at this point, at this moment. I just need you to, I don't know. I just need you to pray for me. I just need some that spot, but I don't want to stay in that spot for a long time. I need you at a distance while I try to take care of this, but I'm not okay right now. I'm not okay. And he says, but I don't want to worry them. And I said, I understand that because I have the same mentality at times. But what I've learned is if you don't want to worry them, keep telling them that you're okay and they can physically see that something is wrong. That will worry them more. Let me say that again. Keep telling someone, your loved ones, your friends, whoever it is, that you're okay, and they can physically see that you are not in an okay place, but you keep saying you're okay. You're not going to have them worry less about you. They're going to worry more about you. Because two things is going to happen. They see that you're just not okay. Something is going on, something is wrong, and they don't know how to address it with you. But you keep saying you're okay, so that's going to make them worry more. And two, they can't trust what's coming out your mouth. They can't trust you at that point because, again, they're seeing that everything else is showing them that you're not okay. But you keep saying you're okay. And it's this back and forth that keeps happening where they're not going to believe you. Well, I hear what you're saying, but and that's going to make them come on even stronger. Like, are you sure you're okay? And blah, 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 blah. So at this point, you're getting annoyed. You're getting frustrated because you're trying to deal with what you have. But like I told him, I said, and I had to learn this for myself. There are times when I am going through and it's physically evident that something is happening to me, with me, and I have to be in that place where I have to say I'm not okay, but I'm working through it. And what that will do is let them know, okay, she's not okay right now. So how can I assist you? What do you need from me? That's the communication that's going to happen. What do you need from me? And if you say, I just need a little distance, I need a little space so I can be okay, but that's what we need to do. And they will respect that more coming from you than just keep saying, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. And you're physically, mentally, spiritually not okay. I said, you have to admit that first in yourself. I had to learn how to admit that in myself, that I'm just not okay. And keep saying that I'm okay, you know, didn't make the situation any better, because again, I keep having this back and forth. I would have this back and forth conversation with my loved ones, keep asking me, are you okay? Would you tell me if something was wrong? Does this sound familiar? Have you ever been through this? And are you sure you're okay? Well, you don't really look okay, Janine. You look a little tired. What can I do for you? But you sure you're okay? Because you just don't look okay. And this back and forth is happening, and I'm just saying, I'm okay, I'm okay. Leave me alone. I'm okay, I'm okay. I start to get more and more frustrated. I start to get defensive, and it's because I'm not telling the truth. And the truth is, at that point, whatever I'm going through, whatever is happening to me, I'm not okay. And I have to first admit that to myself before anybody else can be of assistance or help to me. Just like if it's happening to you, you have to admit it to yourself before you can ever have the assistance from the people around you who want to just love up on you, and help you through your time of need. And it doesn't make you look weak. It doesn't make you look like you can't take care of yourself. It doesn't make you look like you're just not on the ball, on top of things, because you're not okay. Why is it that if we come down with a cold, we could tell a person, I'm sick, and people like, okay, cool, I hope you're taking medicine for it, oh, maybe you need some soup, let's get you some soup, let's get you some medicine. But when you are having a place where your symptoms are rising and you're going through an episode, I like to call them episodes, and you might be relapsing at the time, that we have a difficult time telling people that we're not okay. We need to get to that place where we can say we're not okay when it's appropriate. And when I say that, it's because there are times that maybe we looked a little, we're just tired. And we say, oh, I'm okay. I might be a little tired, but I'm okay. We have times like that, just like anybody else. But there are times when I know that, just like I said, when I was going through about a week or two ago now, I was really going through. I was struggling at work. I couldn't focus. I was in a depressive state, and I was losing ground very fast. I was crying, and this is at work. I'm crying. I can't stop the tears. I don't know how to get myself together so my coworkers won't be like, what is going on with her? And I, was fighting this battle, and I called my therapist, and one of the things I had to admit to her when she said, Janine, are you okay? And I had to say to her, no, I am not. And it wasn't until I said, no, I'm not okay, that she went, okay, well, let's walk through this so we can get you through this. And I had to call my husband because I couldn't even drive myself home. And that's just real talk. And when I called him, I said, babe, I know you're busy. I'm not okay right now. And this is what I need from you. I need you to come get me, because I am not in a state of mind. I am not physically able to drive myself home. I'm not okay. This is what I need. And people jump into action. My husband didn't ask me any more questions. Okay, Janine, I'm on my way. I'm coming to get you. My therapist jumped into action. Let's get you in a safe place. You're at work right now. We need to get you to a safe place where you can kind of just, if you're crying, you're crying, and let's walk through some things. Let's talk it through. I'll be on the phone with you as long as you need, to just so that you can feel better. People. Again, you have to admit that you are not okay, and this is what I need from you at this moment in time. We have to allow others to assist us, but they need to know what to do and what help they could be to us. You know, I'm not okay, but really right now, what would help is if I eat. So is it possible, just can you please get me a little bit of food? You can go rummage my refrigerator. It's not like you have to go buy me food, just whatever's in the refrigerator. I just need something to eat right now. Or, I'm not okay. Allow me to sleep for an hour. Wake me up in an hour and let's see where I'm at then. Okay, so a person knows that that's what they have to do. Allow you to sleep and come check on you within an hour. I'm not okay. I just need some space. Or I'm not okay. I told my girlfriend, pray for me because I'm not okay. And she knew what she had to do. She knew the jump into action, the help that I needed from her is because she's a prayer warrior, and that's the help I needed from her. Pray for me. She jumped into action. So all I'm saying is, if we have to come to a place where we're going through and we have to admit, please forgive me, those are my kids, but we just have to admit that sometimes we're not okay. And this is what I need. This is how you can help me get through this period. And that's just the best thing I can tell you. And I don't know if you've ever been there with the struggle with other people. They know your condition. They know that you struggle. But, this back and forth is, I'm okay, but they can tell you're not okay. We're not hiding things as well as we used to. And I don't know, I can't hide it as well as I used to back when I was younger. When I was a young adult, when I was a teenager, I can't hide it as much anymore. It's more prevalent for whatever reason, the way that it shows itself. And it comes fast. And, it's a struggle. People want to know what the other side looks like, and it's a beautiful place. But, we have to be honest in those moments that we're just not there. There is another side. But to get to that other side is a struggle sometimes. It's not easy flowing. And like I said, there are times that other things work better than other things, or things that you've done that don't work now, but they worked back then. And one of the things that is very consistent is you have to admit that you're not okay. I have to admit that I'm not okay in those times. You have to admit that you're not okay. God can't help you if you keep saying, I'm okay, I got this. How is he going to help you? You won't let him in to help you. It's no different with God than it is with a friend. In the sense of, you have to let them in. You have to be vulnerable at that point. And it doesn't make you weak. I think it makes you strong. Because it takes a lot of strength inside of you to say, I'm not okay. To admit that I'm broken right now. I'm down right now. I'm not there today. And it's a real serious thing. It's a pride thing. It's a lot of things. God wants to help you. He's there to help you. He has every provision, and there's nothing too great for him. And he can help us. But we have to let him in. So if we can't let a friend in, how are we letting God in our situation? We have to admit, God, I'm not okay. I need help. I cannot do this on my own. And that's where the help comes. Then the help comes. You get what I'm saying? I hope you understand what I'm saying. And I hope it's getting through to those who have a friend or a family member, a loved one, whatever the situation may be, and you seeing the struggle and they're saying they're not okay. They're not saying that, they're saying that they're okay and they're not okay. They're not doing it to harm you or to, just get rid of you. They're doing it because they really don't want you to worry about them. And that's just the way that we go about doing it. And to those who are going through the struggle, stop thinking that it's going to make you weak. Stop thinking that it's something extra special wrong with you because you're just not okay when you're going through. If a person has a problem with you not being okay, that's their problem, not yours. I'm going to say that again. If a person is not okay with you not being your normal self, that is not your problem. That is theirs. And it's as simple as that. We have to admit to ourselves that we're not okay, to receive the help to get through. And not admitting that we're not okay, it brings a legion of help your way. And you will start to see that you're not in this struggle alone. So we live in our world of darkness sometimes. We're in that dark place and we can't see nothing. We don't see the arms reaching through. And that's, once that light comes on, you start to see the help. You start to see who God is sending your way to help you, to get you through. And it's that person who's been where you're at right now. And then what happens after you get the help? You can be a help to someone else who's going through their situation. So I'm not going to say anymore, and I took way more longer than I wanted to, but I just want to say, if we want the help, first thing we have to do is admit that we're not okay. And that's okay. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you less of who you are because you're just not okay in that point. So be blessed. Come visit us at www.symphonyreadswithans.com. Be blessed.